It's an easy way of processing art, which I like. It's a fun thing about it.
Alright guys, we're going to start in like a minute.
We're doing okay. We got this movie club on Sundays, which has been fun, and Sandy's got her yoga, which is about to start. So I'm actually going to sign off because she needs a little bit of room tone. But, well, I'll talk to you. Yeah, of course. Check in. Well, guys, I'll talk to you in a little while, okay? Alright, bye.
Thanks, babe. Alright, guys. Let's get our friends from Instagram. I'm now live. Oh, there's my cat. Hey, Rogue. Are you coming to yoga? Come on. Alright, guys. Yin Yoga. I just gotta grab my timer. And we will go ahead and get started. Alright. So welcome. This is a 60-minute Yin Yoga class for athletes and everyone else. Everyone's an athlete in my mind. So this is really a Yin Yoga class for everybody. This is my cat Rogue, who is our special guest today. She can demonstrate cat-cow for us very well. And we'll all go ahead and just get started in any comfortable reclining position where you can relax, start to focus on your breath, and just start to tune into the body, just like this. Begin noticing the breath, not really changing anything, just simply observing how you are. How's your day going? Maybe it's going great. Maybe it's not. And knowing that whatever that answer is, it's totally cool. And just starting to scan the body for any areas of tension, Any sensations of tightness or stickiness in the body. If you find somewhere in the body that feels like there's a lot of tension there, a lot of resistance, tell yourself, at least for the next hour or so, if you can, to try and soften that area. Consciously starting to slow the breath. Letting it be easy and natural. Effortless breath. Like the breaths you take when you're sleeping, relaxing. Maybe you start to tune into the sensation of all 5 of your senses, one at a time. Starting with the sensation of what you see. If your eyes are closed, maybe you see those fun lights dancing on the back of your eyelids. If your gaze is just softened, maybe you see your ceiling, the room around you. What do you smell? When we're not eating and just around in the world, we often pay little attention to this sensation, this sense. But right now, take note. Maybe it's subtle. What do you smell? What do you taste? If you just ate lunch, maybe you taste the last little bit of your meal. Maybe you taste that general sweetness in your mouth. What do you hear? Maybe you hear the sound of my voice. Maybe music that you put on in the background. Maybe you hear the sounds of your house humming around you, family, pets moving around. And finally, what do you feel? Excuse me. Maybe you feel the ground fully supporting your body. Maybe if it's sunny where you are, you feel the warmth of sunshine on you through the window. And tuning back into all 5 of your senses. How are you? How are you taking in the world today? What do you see, hear, smell, taste, feel all around you? Slowly start to take deeper inhales, deeper exhales. Maybe you shake your head from side to side, rolling wrists and ankles, wiggling fingers and toes. Gently reaching up and over for a nice full body stretch, like you're first waking up in the morning. And on an exhale, roll over onto your left side, finding fetal position. Resting your head on your upper arm like it's a pillow. And gently press yourself up and over to a nice tall seat. Eyes closed, hands at your heart. We'll just take one breath together before we move on to our pranayama or breathing exercise. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. So moving on to our one breathing exercise we do in our Yin Yoga practice. Today we're going to work on 3-part breath. So you can take this lying on your back. That's a nice option. I'm going to demonstrate it sitting up, but if you want to take it on your back, totally cool. So I like to place one hand on my belly, one person on my heart, one hand on my heart. I like to close my eyes to tune into the breath. From here, we'll work on building our breath through 3 different parts of our lung. So I'll demonstrate. We inhale, fill up the belly, the chest, and then the shoulders. And on our exhale, we release the shoulders, the chest, and then the belly. Cool? Pretty simple. All right, guys, we'll take one neutral breath to start. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. And begin. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. 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 One more. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, and belly. Let the breath return to normal. We'll do that one more time. I'm going to let the cat out. She clearly wants out. Inhale, neutral breath to prepare. Exhale, let it go. And begin. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. Last one. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. And let your breath return to normal. Maybe soften your gaze, close your eyes. Just notice how that made you feel. All right, slowly flutter your eyes open. If they are not open already, we're going to move into our first shape. We have puppy pose, everyone's favorite, or at least one of my favorites. So for puppy pose, we come up onto all fours. And from here, keeping the hips stacked right above the knees, Start to walk the palms forward, letting the chest sink down, and then bringing the forehead all the way to the mat. From here you have options. You can bring the chin to the mat to increase the stretch. You can bend the elbows and bring the hands behind the nape of the neck. That's a nice option. Or you can just stay in traditional puppy pose. And from here, you simply breathe. Letting the body slowly open up. And as we work through these shapes today, we'll be in them for several minutes, much longer than any of our other asanas that we do in a traditional vinyasa class. And the reason for that is to release our connective tissue, to allow it to expand and relax. And to target that tissue to really allow it to open up, we have to hold shapes for a little bit longer. The recommended length is about 120 seconds or longer for each shape. It also allows us to work on our mental toughness in a way, working on being comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's part of the practice too. So you might go through several emotions while holding a shape. At first it might feel really tight, and then it might start to be a little better. Then it might start to feel uncomfortable again. And then it might start to feel pretty good. And then you might start to feel pretty settled in it, pretty okay to stay where you are. And by then, usually, it's time to come out of the shape. So there's a beauty in this practice. Practice of comfort with discomfort. Scanning the body. Notice if tension has creeped anywhere besides the target area, right? So that's the shoulders. How are your legs? How are the feet? Can they soften? Can you soften the face? Soften the belly. Even the hands. Let them be easy. Let it be gentle. Let this be about the upper body, the shoulders, the chest. And if you start to notice the body opening up in this shape, know that you can move through the other variations. Tuning back into the breath. You count the length of your inhales and the length of your exhales. Oh, one more minute in this shape. Option to adjust. Sink a little deeper if that feels good. Maybe moving to the chin, maybe bending at the elbows, bringing the hands behind the nape of the neck. Just finding your edge, that challenging shape for you. Again, no pain, but it might feel really uncomfortable. And that's exactly where you should be. Is there anywhere else you can soften in the body in this last 30 seconds? Anywhere that you're gripping, you can release. Slowly start to lift up and out of this shape. Maybe move through a cat-cow. And then start to settle into lying all the way on your belly, arms alongside your body. Settling in for Puddle Pose on your belly. We come to Puddle Pose, Shavasana, or any comfortable reclining position between each of our shapes to enjoy the rebound, that sensation of our connective tissue going back to its original place in the body. Maybe that feels like a warmth, tingling sensation for you. Maybe it's just a sense of relief. Scanning the body, just to notice how that shape made you feel. Not really judging the answer. Just enjoying instead. Letting it be easy, effortless. Slowly start to press up and back, finding a nice tall seat. Legs extended out long in front, setting up for our next shape. We have Caterpillar Pose. So if you know Caterpillar Pose and want to go ahead and go into it, by all means. I'm going to demonstrate. So because this is a prop-free class, we don't need a prop. But if you have a pillow that you'd like to sit up on, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to demonstrate the prop-free version using my mat. So starting at the back of the mat, I'll get off the mat so you can see. Start to roll it up. A nice tight roll. Don't worry too much about what it looks like. You want to roll it about halfway up, just like this, creating a little shelf for you to sit on. Cool. Sitting up nice and tall on that shelf that you've created. So you should feel nice and secure sitting up, just like this. And from here, we simply lean forward just a little bit. You're not actively reaching forward. Just enough to where you feel like you can lean forward. Hands come alongside the body. Head drops down. We enjoy the forward fold. So this fold is more about dropping the head, neck, and shoulders down than it is reaching forward. Notice I'm not reaching for my toes. I can reach my toes just fine. This is not about that. This is about letting gravity pull your spine down, letting the spine curve. That helps target that connective tissue we talked about. So from here, your hands can stay alongside your body. You can bring them to your thighs if that feels good. If this is really intense on your neck, you can always grab a pillow or a series of pillows, stack them one on top of the other on top of your legs so you can rest your head on it. Lots of options. But once you decide where you need to be, start to settle in. Letting the chin come to the chest. You'll feel this all the way down your spine. It might be quite intense. Right? We're okay with intense, uncomfortable. We're not okay with pain. So if this is painful, back off. You can always go into Puddle Pose. We'll meet you there. But if it's just uncomfortable, even if it's really uncomfortable, I encourage you to sit with that sensation, knowing that that is the focus of this practice. Moving through that sensation of discomfort, tightness, breathing. Tuning inward. It would be easy. All of the shapes that I've chosen for today, I think this is Yin Yoga for athletes. It is super focused on really lengthening the parts of the body that we stress so much when we run, when we cycle, when we lift weights. Right? We started with our chest, now we're working on our spine. The parts of the body that we rely on to move, to build strength. Just taking a few moments to give back to those parts of the body so they can continue to work for us is so key for all athletes of all levels. And arguably this is the harder work to do, to carve out this time to give back to your body so it can stay healthy and strong for you. Maybe notice if your body has started to open up. Maybe notice if your head is a little bit closer to your legs. And if the body starts to open, know that you can slowly walk the hands maybe a little bit forward. Just give yourself more of a range of motion. And then settling back in. Let gravity pull the head down. Continually finding that edge. Are the feet relaxed? Is the face soft? Can you unfurrow your brow? Can you find ease in the arms? One more minute in this shape. Last bit of opportunity to sink a little deeper. Maybe refocus your energy. Slowly start to lift up and out of the shape, taking your time. Unfurl the mat. Let it be long again. And slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your back, finding Puddle Pose again. Just tuning into the body. Notice how that made you feel. You notice if the spine feels longer, or even just a sensation of heaviness, maybe. A few more breaths. Just enjoying the rebound. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes, roll wrists and ankles. Reach up and over for a nice full body stretch. And then roll over onto your left side, finding fetal position. Gently pressing up and over into a nice tall seat. Moving on, we have my favorite pose. Well, I feel like I say that a lot. I have a lot of favorite poses. But I do love Pigeon Pose, or as we call it in Yin Yoga, Sleeping Swan. So if you know the shape, go ahead and move into it on your right side. I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. So for Sleeping Swan, coming in from all fours, draw the right knee behind the right wrist, sweep the foot over and across. Start to shimmy this back knee down and back, settling in just like this first. Then maybe you lower down to the forearms. Maybe you lower all the way down to your ground, to your mat. Now, if this is too intense, no problem. Take it on your back. Take it on your back. Come to lying down. Soles of the feet planted on the ground. Lift the right leg up. Right ankle comes on top of left thigh. Lift the left thigh up toward the body. Reach behind the left thigh. Relax this left foot down. Relax the right foot. And then using the strength of the arms, draw the left thigh closer to the body. So either variation, you choose. I'm going to take the traditional variation. That's my jam. But that might not be for you. That's okay. Let's start to settle in. We're here for several minutes. Knowing that many of us hold a lot in our hips. So for many of us, this is a rather intense shape. Especially those of you that run, cycle. Think about it. This is part of where your power comes from. You're in the center of your body, these pivotal joints. So it makes sense if these feel tight. There's a lot of tension. So use this as an opportunity to help release that tension. Give back to those areas of power that you rely on for your sport. And there are major connectors in the body. It only makes sense to take a moment to allow them to hit the refresh button ahead of the week to come. Let this be about the legs, the hip. Challenge you to find somewhere else in the body to release, focus on for these next few minutes. Let it be easy in the face, the upper body. But one more minute on this side. And slowly start to move up and out of the shape. Maybe moving through a down dog if that feels good to you. Maybe just move through all fours. Maybe you just take a cat-cow. Whatever you need to shake this side out. We'll move right into the other side. Again, bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Swinging that left foot over and across. Start to shimmy that back knee back. Settling in. Knowing that this side might feel really different. So if you want to take the variation on your back again, you can. And then I'm going to stay right here in this variation. But you listen to your body. It's part of the practice too. And start to settle in. Finding ease on this side. Noticing if you're gripping anywhere feels sticky or tense. Maybe focus there. Simply trying to soften. Find a sense of openness. Scanning the body for tension. Seeing if there's anywhere else to release. Letting gravity do the work. Simply doing your job is to slowly release tension. That's all you have to do. Well, one more minute on this side. Seeing what you can do in this last little bit of opportunity. Maybe it's simply focusing on one place in the hip that feels the tightest. Seeing if you can find just a teeny bit more softness there. It might be microscopic, something only you notice. That's okay. Last few breaths. Slowly start to rise up and out of the shape. Pressing back up through the palms if you were on your belly. And we'll all find our way all the way into a comfortable reclining position, anything that feels good to you. Just settling in for our puddle pose in between these shapes. To notice how we feel. Noticing any sensations in the lower body, at the hips. Maybe a sense of heaviness. Slowly touch wiggle fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Reaching up and over for a nice full body stretch. Before you roll over onto the left. Gently pressing up and over to a nice seat. Moving on to our next shape. We have turtle or tortoise pose. I'm just going to adjust my mat a little bit. And if you know the shape, please go ahead, go into it. If not, I'll walk you through. So we take our feet into a diamond shape. You can also roll up the back of your mat to sit up on it if you'd like, but I'm not going to do that. I'm feeling lazy. From here, take the palms facing up, slide them underneath the calves, reach forward to the feet, let the spine curve, and drop the head. And that's it. Here you stay. It's a nice, gentle opener in the hips, gentle forward fold, gentle spine opener. The goal is to release head, neck, and shoulders down. Resist the urge to hold the head up. So for many of us, that means forcing that chin to come to your chest. Maybe that's what you focus on for these next few minutes. Letting the chin come to the chest. Letting everything else melt to the ground. Breathe. This will help the lower back release. Generally, just a really nice restorative shape. Noticing if your body started to open up, feel free to move into that space it's created, sinking lower to the ground. That chin started to creep forward. You draw that chin to your chest. Just focusing on the breath. Really scanning the body. If there's anywhere else to release tension, find ease for this last minute in this shape. Rise up. Release the legs long. Start to lower all the way down onto your back. Finding Puddle Pose. Taking a moment or two between our shapes just to enjoy that feeling of our connective tissue going back to its original spot. Noticing how that shape made you feel and how your body feels now. Slowly turn the middle fingers and toes over wrists and ankles. Arms up and over. Nice full body stretch. And then, excuse me, big yawn. Staying on your back. Simply draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Setting up for a supine twist. Create a cactus shape with your arms. Drop your knees over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Nice supine twist. Really focusing on the shoulder blades staying on the ground. Not so much about your legs. Just breathe. Slowly down the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then drop them over to the other side. Supine twist the other way. Noticing the difference in this side. Slowly draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. From here you have options. You can take an extra extended Shavasana if you'd like, or you can move to a wall for a nice closing inversion, legs up the wall. So for legs up the wall, I like to get nice and close to the wall and start to turn towards the wall as I kick my legs up, scooching my booty as close as I can towards the wall. From here, arms can come out to a T, then come up overhead. That feels good. You create a bind up overhead, and you just come alongside. I like them up and over. Oh, excuse me. It's been so cloudy here. It makes me sleepy, even in the middle of the day. From here, you sew. Enjoying the sensation of being upside down easily. Letting the head, neck, and shoulders be as relaxed as they can. Here you have options. You can stay right here through your Shavasana, or you can start to move into a traditional Shavasana. Whatever feels nice for you. Not worrying about the time. I've got the time. You guys just enjoy for a few minutes simply being. Slowly start to draw the knees with the chest if you are still in that inversion. If you're on your back already, then you start to take deeper inhales, deeper exhales. Maybe roll wristed ankles, shake your head from side to side. Gently starting to wake up the body. And here, you reach the arms up and over for a nice full body stretch. Before rolling up and over into a nice tall seat. Eyes closed. Hands at your heart. Take one big breath together. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. Your hands to your forehead. Third eye, seat of your intuition. Forward sealing your practice. Thank you guys so much for all of your energy, breath. And my name is Sandy Gon. I am teaching these every day as long as we are all stuck at home, or rather, should I say safe at home, because we are very lucky to be safe at home. These classes are free. However, if you'd like to donate, I am collecting donations for the Humane Rescue Alliance, our local animal shelter, as well as the Yoga Heights Teachers Fund, which supports teachers who have lost their main source of income right now. Alright guys, well I will see you tomorrow evening for a HIIT class, the total opposite of this. Bye.